Well, hi, everybody. Ken Johnson here with you, and we're tracking a good-looking weekend, and then we'll have a look at what's going to happen next week for Thanksgiving. But first of all, just some high clouds moving overhead tonight here or there. These are not going to bring with them any rain, any precipitation. In fact, I do not have rain in my forecast until further notice. Our weather good guy, high pressure, brings good weather, cool weather again tonight. But as that shifts to the east and the storm track continues to get active over the Rocky Mountain states and into the northern plain states, and as that continues to evolve, it's going to create breezy conditions over us this weekend. Look at that big spin just off the west coast of California. That's bringing a lot of almost hurricane force winds there to the northwestern part of the United States over into western Canada, and that's also feeding a big slug of moisture there into the Sierra Nevadas. A lot of snow up that way, a lot of heavy rainfall in the lower elevations, and that snow and precipitation expands eastward over the weekend there into the central and northern Rocky Mountain states. So some big snows, and some of the biggest we've seen so far this fall season here, just in time for Thanksgiving out that way. Now, as far as our weather, that storm track active over the Rocky Mountain states, it creates breezy, mild weather over us, both Saturday and Sunday. And some of those winds times could gust up above 30, especially on Sunday here. As we head towards Monday, there's the front, that storm center, which is bringing the snow out west, moves north of us. It drags a front down to the south, so Monday and maybe even early next week could be rather cool down our way. So a quick sneak peek at your Thanksgiving weather forecast into next week. As of right now, it looks like Thanksgiving itself across a good part of the region could be on the cool side. We have two fronts I'm tracking next week. The first one arrives on Monday, and once again, behind that front, it is going to be rather cool for Monday and Tuesday. I'm talking about highs both days, probably in the 50s, with overnight low temperatures down in the 30s. We may see a little bit of a warm-up maybe late Tuesday into Wednesday, but as we head towards Wednesday night, here comes a stronger front with a stronger storm system here, which I still don't think it'll bring us much rain, maybe a little bit, but not much. But this storm center here will bring with it what looks like the coolest air so far this fall season, and we could see some freezing temperatures at night or early in the morning late next week, and that could include Thanksgiving and maybe on Black Friday itself. If you take a look, though, at any travel trouble spots, this is early next week. There's some precipitation areas, rain well east of us, some rain and snow in the higher elevations out west. There's some snow up there in the parts of Minnesota and the upper peninsula of Michigan and there in southern Canada. So areas that would normally see snow this time of the year probably going to see that. Some of that snow could shift over into the northeastern part of the country, could see some lake effect snows in the places that normally see that. And then we zoom in a little bit closer to our region as we head towards Wednesday. Keep in mind, Tuesday, Wednesday, the busiest travel days of the entire year here. And there's that snow I was talking about, another system. This is that chunk of cool air headed our way. And looks like some decent snows may accumulate and pile up there in parts of the Rockies there in Colorado, northern parts of New Mexico, maybe even a little snow in parts of Kansas with that. But that's not going to head our way. This system probably doesn't even bring much in the way of rain, but it will bring with it, again, some cool weather late, middle parts of next week. So that snow does increase there Tuesday into Thanksgiving Day over the Rocky Mountains. So if you're traveling over into the northern parts of New Mexico or over into Colorado, especially through the mountains, could be some issues with some pretty heavy snows over that way. But again, most of us across the region here, outside of the mountain states, looks pretty good in terms of precipitation chances next week.